We'll be discussing 5 tips to overcome anxiety.
And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it. I gotta go, run.
And you want to stick around towards the end because I have a bonus tip which is so important and I've saved the best till last. So getting straight into the tips, the first tip I have is to take time for yourself. If you're having an anxiety attack and you want to be alone, or if you have an anxiety attack and you just need some space, it's important to listen to your body and to your mind. For me, I recently had a panic attack. I had a panic attack at work and it really made me feel quite down in the dumps, and it made me feel quite sort of lonely and isolated. But actually, my body was saying to me, you need more sleep, you need to, take time for yourself, and you need to really process what has happened at work and then think of a way to move forward. And I had 3 days off work and I was literally sitting there going through almost like the stages of grief. And actually at one point I became angry at the situation, and anger was actually me starting to accept the situation for what it was. And I just found that taking time for myself allowed me to heal and allowed me to start to understand myself and the situation a lot better. The second tip I have is therapy. Obviously therapy is not always available to every single person. Here in the UK you can get therapy on the NHS, but there is extremely long waiting lists. So if you can afford to go privately, that's obviously the ideal situation. I myself have never been able to afford to go privately, so it's one of those things that I understand that it's very hard to afford therapy. I know there are companies like BetterHelp and there are other companies out there as well that do offer affordable payment options for therapy. I myself haven't used BetterHelp. I've heard good things about them, but I haven't actually used it myself. But if you are in a financial position to be able to afford like private therapy, or if you're in America and your insurance covers a certain type of therapy, then always try it. Like, not every therapy is going to be right for you or for your like struggles. I know that I spent years and years and years trying to find the right therapist, trying to find the right therapy, and I found that actually the therapy I'm doing right now is the therapy that has given me the most insight in myself and has given me the most knowledge about who I am, what I struggle with, and how to manage it. Whereas like all the other therapies I've done in the past just haven't given me that answer that I've needed. Hi, my name is Deanna. I make mental health videos on Mental Health Mondays, and I also post a secondary video on Fun Fridays on this channel, which is more of a hauls lifestyle content. If you would like to see content like that, please consider hitting the subscribe button because it would really help me as a creator. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button so I know that this sort of content is the content that you enjoy. My third tip is to get more sleep and to nap if needed. So if you need to nap. Like I nap probably I would say I nap 2 to 3 days a week. 2 to 3 days in a week I will have a nap. And that is because sometimes it can be exhausting. It can be exhausting like just battling a mental illness. And it's important to give yourself the appreciation that battling a mental health condition isn't easy. And battling a mental health condition is tiring, and it is a lot on the mind, the body. It is a lot. So therefore, don't make yourself think that you're weak or you're useless because you're battling a mental health condition. That's like having a job 24/7. Like, no one could be at work 24/7, 365 days a year. No one could do it. If you think of it like that, giving yourself a nap, having an extra 45 minutes in bed if you're able to, that sort of stuff is going to help your mind to heal and your mind to relax and your mind to start processing your mental health, along with the other things that I've already mentioned in this video. My fourth tip of this video is to eat a healthy diet. Now, this healthy diet is something that I struggle with even to this day, but I will say that today I got up, I started filming, and then whilst I was kind of hungry and wanting to have something to eat, I recognised that I was hungry before I was extremely hungry. And that is something that I really struggle with. I struggle to notice the signs of hunger before I'm hungry, I need food now. And if I don't have food now, then I'm gonna become hangry, which is never good. I actually cooked a chili, and I cooked a veggie chili. And it was gorgeous. It was so lovely. And I've got more portions, enough portions to put some in the fridge and the freezer. So what I'm trying to say is give yourself credit for doing things. And if you don't have the capacity or if you don't have the ability to cook, then buy some ready meals that are healthy. Buy some vegetable hot pot or buy some tinned veg. Tinned veg is just as good as as any sort of veg. You're still getting vegetables. Have tinned sweet corn, tinned carrots, tinned peas. Put them into a pasta dish. Things like that. You're still getting some nutrients, you're still including vegetables in your diet, and that can help your body to physically sort of feel a lot better. But my 5th tip is to surround yourself with people who are positive and who make you happy, and additionally to remove those who are negative in your life and who don't bring you joy. So for me, I had to really sit down and remove people from my life that were toxic to me. You know, sometimes it can take a while to figure out who's toxic in your life, but if they're making you upset or if they are arguing with you a lot, then they're not good for you in your life. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, it just means that they're not good for you, and you know, you two just don't get along. You know, it's not a reflection on either of your characters. And just having the positive people in your life, the people that make you happy, the people that support you in what you're trying to do, and the people that, you know, even down to, you know, I've been working at YouTube for 2.5 years now, and the people that will watch your videos, the people that will like your videos, the people that will share your videos, the people that will, you know, support you in those small things and not just ignore the fact that this is your dream. You know, when you start something like YouTube or you start something like social media and you say, I want this to be my career, you really start to see who your true friends are, because those who are true friends will believe in you until the day that you say, I don't want to do this anymore. Because the ones that don't believe in you are ones that are just like, well, it's, you know, you can't make it on social media. Like, yeah, the likelihood is I might not make it on social media, but if this is something that I'm really wanting to try, you need to support me. And I've had friends that have left me because I've started social media, and I've had friends that have come into my life because of social media. And I think it's important to realise that, you know, the ones that support you are the ones that you need to stay in your life because they're genuine friends. And so my 6th tip, which is the bonus tip, is to discover things that make you happy. And so discovering that and discovering things about yourself that could make you happy could be as simple as taking a walk around a park, you know, and seeing children laughing and playing in the playground. Just that laughter might make you happy. Or discovering what makes you happy might be baking, or discovering what makes you happy might be drawing or art or crafts. Finding things that make you happy that you can do with or without people is important to have in your life. It will help you to overcome the anxiety because you will feel self-sufficient, and feeling self-sufficient can help reduce anxiety attacks and can help to make recovering from an anxiety attack a lot easier. And I think this all boils down to, I mean, here in the UK we have the crisis team, and the crisis team will give you the same generic advice that, you know, you will get from every single crisis team member. And sometimes I swear that they have a checklist on the one side of the phone that they have to go through with every single person. But what I will say is that the kind of advice that they're giving about mindful colouring or like having a bath or something like that isn't necessarily the best way to put it across, but to find things that make you happy can help you in times of having anxiety. Like, for example, if you know that colouring makes you really, really happy, you know that art and colouring and crafts makes you really, really happy, put together a anxiety kit where in this kit you have a pack of colouring pens and a colouring book, or you have a pack of sketching pencils and a sketch pad. If you know that's what makes you happy, have an anxiety pack. Have something to put together that you can grab when you're feeling anxious. For me, when I have anxiety attacks, I want to basically listen to some nice music. I want to have a soft toy to cuddle, and I want to basically just cry it all out. And that is the way that I deal with my anxiety. So find what makes you happy, and then find ways that you could apply that to your anxiety, and find ways that the things that make you happy can help you to bring you out of an anxiety attack or an anxiety phase or just a more anxious time in your life. But that is it for today's video. I hope this video has helped you to give you some tips about overcoming anxiety attacks and overcoming the anxiety that you may have in your general day-to-day life. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps me to know what videos to make in the future and what videos everyone likes on my channel. And if you would like to stick around and, you know, follow my channel through its journey, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. But before I go, please remember that I believe in you even if nobody else does. And I shall see you in my next one. Bye.
Just like you're young again, no, don't you cry. Just get back up again.